Alright guys, what's going on? It's Richard with the Player's Handbook, and I got a little something special for you today. I'm going to be showing you guys how to base your models very inexpensively and very, very pretty, if you want to call it that. To me, I've always found that the base is what really draws out of the model, in my opinion. You know, you got your model just sitting on a flat base block, that looks good and all, but I really like to take it to the next step. So, we got today, I got just an extra large base. It's kind of scrapped. I've done some different stuff to it. So I'm going to show you with that what I'm talking about. We got some super glue. This is what I use for most of my modeling. It's like $3 at Walmart. It's a gel, so it's not really runny. So we're going to use that. And we've got some sheet cork. This is, as you can see, 30.5 centimeters by 30.5 centimeters. Is for 12-inch by 12-inch sheets. So this is going to last you a long time. You can find this at Walmart or your local hobby store, and you can actually find it in a lot smaller sizes too than this. I bought a pack that was for 6x6 and same width, and to use it all up, I ended up doing a Legion Army, a Signar Army, a Crix Army, and a Cador Army. So what you're going to do is just tear you off a little piece, about like this, to start with, and then you're just going to tear you off another piece. You know, put it on your base. Just kind of see how it lines up. Now, some people like to do it covering most of the base. I don't. I got a little special something I like to do there. So as you can see, it overhangs off the side a little. So what we're going to do is just tear a little piece off there. Keep that scrap cork, because all right. So now we've got a nice little piece of cork on here, little raised area. And, you know, whatever your model is, you'll probably want to fit it to your model, so he's standing up on it. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take our super glue here, and we are going to just glue this baby, alright? After you get the glue on it, you're going to take it, just press it down on the base, like so. Alright, let that dry a few minutes. Now, to me, what this does is it gives you a different environmental look for your bases. My wife, Melanie, plays circle, and she wanted to do something different. So her circle are actually winter themed. You know, she's painted them white, all albino wolves, and she's done them on snow bases. So we did this for hers too. And you put the snow on top, so it gives the impression of a rocky outcliff, and then you've got some snow on top. So it can give that element. For my Crix, I've done it just to just to make dead land, because I've basically done it, primed it black, and dry brushed it grays up to the level I wanted, and then added some bright green static grass, which gives a good contrast. You can do a lot of things basing your models with cork, and there are a few other ways. I might do some more modeling videos for some other ways I base too. So once that gets good and dry, we're going to take some Elmer School glue. Yeah, that's the good stuff. And what I use for this is just you get these at like wing places. You can buy them wherever. I've actually got a little piece of dried stuff in there now. So what we're going to do is open this up and just scoot that back so you guys can actually see it. We're just going to squirt some glue in there. Alright. Now, the other thing you'll need to do this is some sort of flock. Now, what I use, let me show you guys. This is just a mix of some small rocks and basalt. You can use any kind of flock you want, Games Workshop, Gulf Force 9, it doesn't matter, whatever. I go for this because it gives the sandy impression, and you know, these rocks they give a good depth to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this right now. We're going to grab us a paintbrush. We're going to get a little water on our brush here. Alright, and we're going to paint all around the cork here. And we're going to be careful, because we don't want to get too much on the rim, because that can make a mess. But if you get a little, that's okay. It wipes off good. And you kind of want to get some kind of up on the cork. Not all the way up, but you want it to connect. You want it to look like it's flowing into that rock, like it's natural. So we just get kind of messy in here for a second. Just get all up in there. These will be better once we get our tripod over here. I think my wife left it at her mom's, so you can blame her for the quality of this video. And you can blame me for posting it. I was just very bored. So we're just going to get all up in there, yeah. Yeah, like that. Get all in these cracks and everything. Alright, so then I'm going to take our flock mix here, and I'm going to pull this camera up so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. And you're just going to dip that in there. Just like this. Get a good layer on there. See what we got now? So I'm gonna clean this base off. I'll be right back. I'm gonna cut this so I can just kinda wipe. Nah, I'll just show it. Screw it. So we're gonna just take our thumb. We're just gonna wipe this excess off. If your flock's a little gappy, that's okay too, because we're gonna prime this before we paint it. So not a huge deal. So there, it's kind of the end product of what we got. You got this nice piece of cork, you got some rock on there, the flock, which is kind of up on your cork, so it's giving that impression of connection, of natural tones. So what I'm going to do now is just show you some finished bases I've done, so you can kind of see how this turns out once it's painted. We'll be right back with that. Alright guys, back. So what I've got is I've got 3 models here that I've done that are already painted, based, all differently, but with that same technique I showed you at the beginning of the videos. First we had a squire here. I don't know how well you can see this, but he's on the raised cork, as you see. And what I did here is went for natural browns. It's a Signar, so I wanted to do something a little normal. So it's brown. It's a dark brown, kind of slopped on after it's primed, and then it's dry brushed with a lighter brown, and then a khaki. And I put little patches of static grass on there, so that's one way you can do it. And then we've got my Death Jack here. And this is what I wanted to go for kind of a wasteland on these. So what I've done is the same principle, and I've dry brushed it with a dark gray, and then a lighter gray, and then an even lighter gray, just 3 coats of gray. Get a kind of good, good color on there, but it wasn't too bright. And I put the static grass on. So I really like the way these turned out, just because it's dead land, it makes a lot of sense, and it gives a good contrast. Just like the models are painted dark, but the skulls and the glowing green really give it a contrast. And lastly, I've got my wife's fur wolf that she painted. And what we've done here is she actually flocked the entire thing. She flocked over the cork, and it was dry brushed a gray, and then a light gray, and then a white. And then we mixed up some homemade snow flock and literally applied it over. So it looks like real snow there. So guys, I hope you found this video a little educational. It may not have been the best, but once again, like the battle report, they only get better, as you guys saw. So I hope you enjoyed, and we'll get back to you next time with another battle report or modeling video or something. Player's Handbook. Alright guys, so it dawned on me that I forgot to mention quite a few things in that the last part of the video. So first of all, the cork, not so expensive. If you get a 4-pack that's the 30.5 centimeter thick, 12-inch by 12-inch sheets, you get 4 of them. It's about $10 at Walmart or your local craft store. The 6x6 or even cheaper, it's like $6 for the 4 sheets. I find it to be a better value just to get the 12-inch sheets because they're going to last a lot longer, and it's like $4 more. The flock, you can use once again any kind of flock, and it varies in price. If you go with any of the name brand stuff, it's going to be a little more expensive. What I've used is just like model train stuff. I got it at my local hobby store, and I spent about $7 on the small rocks and the basalt and mixed them together in that container, and as you can see, it's quite a lot of flock. That should last me forever. Alright, and so it's not really that expensive to do this technique. It's quick, it's easy. I hope you got something out of this. I didn't, but that's just me. Mild retardation, I guess, can do that to you. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed. I'm going to get some still pics up at the end of some of these bases, let you guys see some close-up, good, not bad video quality of them, and stay tuned guys for some more Player's Handbook coming.